In this podcast episode, Menno Henselmans discusses various topics related to nutrition, fitness, and supplementation. One of the key points discussed is the myth surrounding the idea that the body can only absorb 20 grams of protein per meal. Henselmans debunks this myth by explaining that while there is a limit to how much muscle protein synthesis the body can stimulate with a single meal, the actual absorption of protein is not limited to 20 grams. The body can digest and absorb infinite amounts of protein in a meal, with factors like the quality of protein, exercise, and hormonal levels influencing the amount that can be effectively utilized for muscle growth. Henselmans emphasizes the importance of protein intake for muscle growth, highlighting that the body can maximize muscle protein synthesis with around 20 to 40 grams of high-quality protein per meal. He also mentions that the total protein intake per day should be around 1.6 to 1.8 grams per kilogram of body weight to optimize muscle growth. While protein is essential for muscle growth, he also mentioned that total energy intake and exercise frequency play crucial roles in achieving fitness goals. The discussion then shifts towards the concept of flexible dieting and if it fits your macros. Henselmans acknowledges the positive aspects of these approaches, emphasizing that total energy intake and macronutrient distribution are key factors in achieving fat loss or muscle gain. However, he also points out that some individuals may take flexible dieting to extremes, focusing solely on hitting their macronutrient targets without considering the overall quality of their food choices. He highlights the importance of striking a balance between flexible dieting and making healthy food choices for long-term sustainability. Another topic discussed is the effects of caffeine on performance and overall health. Henselmans mentions that while caffeine can provide a temporary boost in performance, its long-term effects are minimal, especially for well-rested and motivated individuals. He cautions against overconsumption of caffeine, as it can lead to negative effects on sleep quality and create a dependency on the drug. He advises using caffeine as a psychological aid rather than relying on it as a supplement for improved performance. Henselmans also touches upon the difference between caffeine and pre-workout supplements. He shares his experience of using pre-workouts in the past, but eventually transitioning away from them. He highlights the potential risks of abusing pre-workouts, especially those containing high levels of stimulants like JAK3D and NO-Explode. Henselmans states that caffeine, specifically in the form of caffeine powder or pills, is as effective as pre-workout formulations. He mentions that there may be negative interactions between caffeine and other supplements like creatine or citrulline. When it comes to fat burners, he highlights that they do not actually burn fat, but may increase energy expenditure and reduce appetite. He emphasizes the importance of fiber supplements for fat loss and overall health. The discussion delves into the significant impact of sleep on fat loss and muscle gain. Henselmans mentions studies that showed a reduction in fat loss and muscle growth when individuals slept for fewer hours. He emphasizes the importance of adequate sleep for overall health and body composition. Additionally, he discusses the relationship between artificial sweeteners and satiating sweet cravings, noting that sweeteners can be a helpful tool in managing sugar intake. Henselmans addresses concerns about high-protein diets and their potential impact on longevity, particularly in relation to mTOR activation. He explained that while there are theoretical concerns about mTOR activation, the current research does not show significant negative effects of high-protein intake on overall health and longevity. He emphasizes the benefits of high-protein diets for muscle maintenance, fat loss, and overall health. The conversation touches on the importance of maintaining a healthy body composition with a focus on body fat percentage and BMI. Henselmans discusses the ideal body fat percentages for men and women and highlights the benefits of staying lean for overall health. He recommends men to aim below 21% body fat and women should aim to be below 31 to 33% body fat. He also mentions the potential stress on the heart and other organs associated with high body mass, but notes that the body can adapt to increased muscle mass. Henselmans explains that being lean and muscular is beneficial for overall health, as it can improve various health biomarkers. He mentions that people who lose fat often experience improvements in cholesterol levels, blood sugar levels, heart rate, and blood pressure. He also discusses the positive effects of muscle growth on insulin sensitivity and systemic inflammation, which are associated with chronic health conditions. Henselmans discusses the concept of natural limits in terms of muscle growth and body composition. He mentions that there is a built-in fail-safe for natural individuals in terms of reaching a limit in muscle growth. He emphasizes the importance of staying within natural ranges for body composition and fitness goals, while acknowledging the potential for adaptation and growth within those limits. Henselman suggests that carbohydrate intake is often overemphasized in the fitness community, especially for strength training performance. He mentions that research shows minimal effects of carbohydrate intake on strength training performance. He also discusses the overrated nature of supplements, highlighting that most supplements are only effective for fine-tuning and may not have significant impacts on health or performance. Henselmans talks about the importance of exercise order and training efficiency. He suggests that people can be flexible with their exercise order and combine exercises that stimulate non-overlapping muscle groups to save time and improve performance. He emphasizes the effectiveness of antagonist supersets, such as combining leg curls and leg extensions, to maximize muscle activation and performance during workouts. Henselmans explains that cultivating intrinsic motivation is essential for maintaining motivation to train. He mentions that intrinsic motivation is driven by relatedness, competence, and autonomy. He suggests that having a sense of freedom in designing one's training program, understanding the reasons behind training methods, and feeling connected to the activity can help individuals stay motivated to train consistently. Henselmans highlights olives, berries, and Pangasius fillet as underrated bodybuilding foods. He explains that olives are nutritious, satiating, and a good source of healthy fats. Berries are also mentioned for their high nutrient content and low calorie density, making them a healthy and satisfying food choice. He also recommends Pangasius fillet, a flavorful white fish for its richness in protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Henselmans discusses the health benefits of eggs and red meat, noting that both foods are nutritious and provide essential nutrients. He explains that eggs are neutral in terms of health effects, with some individuals experiencing a slight increase in cholesterol levels. Red meat is also considered neutral in health effects, with research showing no significant impact on overall mortality. He emphasizes the importance of moderation and choosing unprocessed red meat for optimal health benefits. Lastly, Henselmans delves into the psychological aspects of diet and nutrition, highlighting how diet choices have become intertwined with identity and social status. He explains that in today's society, diet has become a way to signal one's values, beliefs, and identity, leading to intense tribalism and debates over different dietary approaches. He suggests that diet choices are often used as a means of self-branding and signaling one's identity to others, contributing to the fervent debates and adherence to specific dietary tribes.